Alrighty, welcome to day 15 of the rushed, hurried version. 30 days of vlog, 29 in February. So what I wanted to talk about today, another topic of self-sabotage that I find very interesting. So I have this interview kind of thing coming up where I have to demonstrate my abilities in this 20-minute demonstration. And it's funny, I find myself, it's not the demonstration itself, although it definitely ties into it, but it's an opportunity. It's not a crazy opportunity, but it is an opportunity to work on a lot of the things that I've wanted to work on. And it seems like one of those things that happens in your path and seems to check a lot of boxes for you. And that being said, I still have this resistance isn't even the right word. It really is almost like self-sabotage, where it's an avoidance pattern where it's really hard to explain. But I notice my brain coming up with this desire to run away, in a sense. It's like an escapism, and it just ties into a lot of, how do I say this? It reminds me of a recurring theme that I've noticed, where the things that I know I should do and could do and might benefit me in the ways that I need to grow the most right now, I'm also so resistant to take these things on, to take the steps to do the things that will be the most fruitful. And man, there's so many directions to take this, but one thing that I've heard of recently is almost in a therapeutic kind of setting, but it was on a podcast. Neither of the people were therapists technically, but one person pointed out that someone's attachment to feeling bad in a certain way is like an attachment to a former version of yourself that you don't want to let go. And I feel like I still need to digest that and find how that applies to my situation. But it's a lens that I think is worth looking at the situation and the feelings through, because I think there's something there. And it almost feels like there has to be, because why else? This is what's one of the things that's so fascinating about humans and human nature. Why would we cling to things that are so clearly self-sabotaging and causing more pain, yet we seek them out? I mean, addiction is almost one of them, but addiction is different because, there's a little bit of an actual chemical reliance of some sort, which maybe that's what's going on inside the brain, because we are all just chemicals at the end of the day. I think there's something more there, but that's another thing. So yeah, I find it really interesting and also frustrating that it's something to deal with. And I'm certain that this is a major issue that we need to investigate more. Man, I just wish sometimes that we could stop all of the infighting globally when there's other aspects of being a human that we could benefit from collectively if we would spend our energy collectively on investigating these things, what it is to be a human and why it is that we have self-sabotaging forms of behavior. And if only we could dedicate our resources, not sending money to these different countries to fund wars, which, okay, you can argue the merit and, the goodness of those actions, but it's just, man, all wars should end, and we could spend all that money and resources and time and energy on trying to improve the human condition, period. We're all freaking humans here, man. And I'm trying so hard to keep it PG for now, but this just frustrates the freaking hell out of me. Alright, time to go chew on this while I walk. Geared up for the outdoor 45-minute walk. I'll see you tomorrow.